Welcome back, Culers. Barcelona's summer just got even more intense, and we've got everything you need to know. From the shocking loan signing of Marcus Rashford and the stunning impact of Bardghji, to major renewal talks for Jules Kounde and a potential sponsorship war with Spotify, it's all happening at Camp Nou. And wait, could Aubameyang really make a surprise return? Plus, we'll take you behind the scenes of the Japan tour drama, and how one phone call saved the day. Transfers, renewals, money moves, and matchday drama. You don't want to miss this one. So grab your seat, smash that like button, and let's dive into Barcelona's wild summer story. FC Barcelona have been making progress this summer in terms of building an even stronger squad. From reinforcing the squad with new signings and renewals, the club knows what it has to do. However, there are certain negotiations that Barcelona has in mind as well. Barcelona have been active this summer, and their most recent signing is none other than Marcus Rashford. The English forward has joined the club on loan from Manchester United, and fans are eager to see how he fits into Hansi Flick's system at Camp Nou. On the contract front, Barca are also pushing forward with key player renewals. The one closest to being finalized is that of Jules Kounde. Reports suggest the French defender has already reached an agreement with the club on the terms of his new contract. But the club's efforts don't stop with players. Off the pitch, Barcelona are also turning their attention to sponsorship deals, particularly the one with Spotify. According to Mundo Deportivo, the Catalan giants want to revisit the terms of their current agreement with the streaming giant. Barca believe their global reach and brand value have increased significantly since the deal was first signed in 2022, and they feel it's time the sponsorship terms reflect that growth. As a kit sponsor, Spotify's logo is placed in the center of the current Barcelona jersey. Their initial agreement came in 2022, and the music-based company has been a major kit sponsor since then, and the current contract ends in 2026. The current deal involves a payment of €65 million per season from Spotify, that also includes bonuses that can raise the total to around €70 million. Beyond that, Spotify also pays €5 million per season for the naming rights of the Spotify Camp Nou. However, that figure will rise to €20 million from 2026 to 2034 once the stadium's construction is complete. Moreover, if Spotify decides to extend the sponsorship until 2030 as per their unilateral right, the annual fee will increase by an additional €10 million. Beyond 2030, they might even have to option to extend the deal from 2030 to 2034 by adding in an additional €10 million to the payment. Barcelona looking to renegotiate terms. However, Barcelona do not seem to think that the current payment reflects the marketability of the shirt and its global relevance right now. This is no longer the Barcelona of 2022, and things have definitely changed for the club and in terms of their influence on the market. In fact, Barcelona reportedly believes that their shirt sponsorship is already worth more than the potential €80 million per season payment that Spotify would pay by 2034. As per MD, the Catalan club's current estimates point towards €120 million being a fair evaluation of the sponsorship that should be there. Thanks to the rise to stardom of players like Lamine Yamal, who has already seen his new shirt reach astounding sale numbers, the Barcelona brand continues to grow. Thus, the club would like to renegotiate the deal and reach a more fair conclusion when it comes to the terms of the agreement. However, MD reports that Barcelona is not locked with only Spotify as the option to consider. Even if their current sponsor is unwilling to renegotiate those terms, other offers and proposals will be assessed, and the club remains open to new approaches. Barcelona's new signing, Bardghji, is already making headlines for how quickly he has impressed everyone at the club. In fact, according to Sport, the 19-year-old has turned heads during his first training sessions, and his debut against Vissel Kobe has only added to the excitement surrounding him. Signed for just €2.7 million, Bardghji is already looking like a bargain. Though expected to wear a reserve team number, he is training fully with the first team and could easily break through sooner than expected. The coaches, including Hansi Flick, are said to be pleased with his discipline and work rate. In a team like Barca, where expectations are high and the training demands are intense, the young Swede has handled everything like a seasoned pro. A natural fit at Barca. Bardghji may have only been in Barcelona for a few weeks, but his adjustment has been remarkably fast. The club has noted how quickly he thinks and reacts during sessions, something that is rare in young newcomers. His punctuality, focus, and willingness to push himself are exactly what Flick wants in his players. Even without an official first-team debut yet, he is showing he has what it takes. Off the field, Bardghji is also settling in well. Initially staying in a hotel outside the city, he quickly bonded with fellow players like Jules Kounde and Marcus Rashford. Shared meals and time spent together off the pitch have helped him find a support system early on. That social ease is helping him build confidence and feel at home both in the locker room and around the city. If Bardghji continues on this path, his signing could prove to be one of the smartest moves Barcelona have made in recent years. This summer has already brought along various kinds of complications for Barcelona to deal with. Beyond just signings, the club is also working towards contract renewals and other deals as well. However, Barcelona seems to be happy enough with the way things are progressing. In addition to securing key contract renewals, including for rising stars like Lamine Yamal, Barcelona have also strengthened their squad with a couple of notable additions. Joan Garcia has joined permanently, while Marcus Rashford has arrived on loan from Manchester United, adding firepower and experience to the attack. Despite these moves, it appears that Barca are done with signings for the summer. In fact, President Joan Laporta recently made it clear that the club isn't planning to bring in any more players at this stage. That said, there could still be one surprise twist. According to Fishages, Barcelona are exploring the possibility of bringing back a familiar face, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The veteran striker previously had a successful stint at Camp Nou under Xavi Hernandez, and the club is reportedly considering reuniting with him to serve as a reliable backup option for Robert Lewandowski. Now, at 36 years old, it is true that the player is no longer the dynamic young striker that he once was. However, there is no questioning his ability, and Barcelona would likely consider signing him as an option on the bench for Polish striker Robert Lewandowski. With the Barcelona ace now needing more rest than before, having a player with Aubameyang's quality and experience as his backup would not exactly hurt. Moreover, the report suggests that the Gabonese striker would be open to the move and would be willing to significantly reduce his salary as well to make the operation feasible for Barca. Favorable financial terms to consider. Reportedly, he would be willing to reduce his salary from the previous €20 million he was earning per season in the Middle East to a figure between €2.5 million to €4 million. Currently, he is also a free agent following the termination of his contract with Saudi Arabian side Al Qadsiya, meaning that there would be no transfer fee involved either. From a financial standpoint, it is the kind of deal that would not hurt Barcelona despite their vulnerable position in that regard. Moreover, he has experience of what it is like to play for the club, and did so expertly well when he joined the club midway through the 2021-2022 season. He also formerly played for the London-based club Arsenal and was a force to be reckoned with. During his time with the Gunners, he scored 92 goals for them and provided 21 assists across 163 games. Still, Aubameyang's return to Barcelona isn't guaranteed. The striker is currently being heavily linked with a move back to his former club, Marseille. Combine that with Barca's ongoing financial challenges, and the chances of this deal happening seem slim, at least for now. But given his past success at the club and his willingness to lower his salary, it's definitely a situation worth monitoring. Meanwhile, off the pitch, a different kind of crisis was averted thanks to Hiroshi Mikitani, the CEO of Rakuten and president of Vissel Kobe. He played a critical role in resolving last-minute issues that nearly led to the cancellation of Barcelona's friendly in Japan. The game, set to be played against Vissel Kobe, was briefly suspended due to serious contract breaches. But thanks to Mikitani's quick action, the situation was handled, and the match is back on schedule. In a conversation with Football Zone, Hat Tip Sport, Mikitani opened up about how tough it was to sort everything out in time. "This might have been the hardest task we've ever taken on," he said. "We handled the flight, the logistics, everything, both directly and through connections. Calling in favors." Mikitani explained how he used his personal and professional network to get things done. He first reached out to Gerard Piqué, who helped him get in touch with Alejandro Echeverria. Once that connection was made, they worked on rearranging the flight that had become a major hurdle. Through Piqué, I spoke directly with Alejandro Echeverria and then we organized the flight again. I have a friend named Tony Fernandez, CEO of AirAsia Group, so I asked him to call the president of Korean Air and various aviation authorities to make sure that the flight could fly. Korean Air was very flexible in its response. Payment issues and legal action. Another problem came from a third-party developer company, which had not paid nearly €5 million related to the event. Mikitani did not go into too much detail about the money but confirmed that the matter is now being handled by lawyers. After meeting with Barcelona president Joan Laporta, Mikitani also shared that nearly all tickets have now been sold. With the situation under control, he ended on a hopeful note. "Now I just hope everyone enjoys the match." And that wraps up this jam-packed update from Camp Nou. Barca are building something big this summer. New signings like Rashford and Bardghji are turning heads, while the club is also stepping up off the pitch with bold moves and sponsorships and squad planning. But with negotiations still in the air, financial challenges looming, and shock comebacks like Aubameyang's on the table, one thing's for sure: Barcelona are not done yet. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insider updates, tactical breakdowns, and all things Blaugrana. We'll catch you in the next one. Visca el Barça.